Hey boys, girls, it's your boy Massman Hawk, and welcome to a game called Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Let me turn on the music real quick. There you go, a little bit better, so we could I could freaking talk. So let's play this. I also played the second episode because I can't even say anything, because literally it's just impossible trying to record this, because I recorded the first case, then the second case, but it freaking got super laggy. So let's start the first case, shall we? Also, I really want to play this game for a very long time. Damn it! Why me? Can't be caught. Not like this. Someone like him. Huh.
I'll make it look like he did it.
Say it in like a very mischievous voice. August 3rd. Defendant lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous.
Right!
Female voice, so. Oh, hey, Chief.
Phew, glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well.
Thanks.
Actually, it's because I owe him a favor.
A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case?
Can't even say words. Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney.
Well, that's news to me.
I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over!
Is that your client screaming over there?
Yeah, that's him. Death, despair! I'm gonna do it! I'm going to die!
Sounds like he wants to die.
Yeah. Nick! Oh, hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspaper said it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case was a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy who was arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. Worst saying ever. In 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. There's one thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he is a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him I owe him one. which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. I'll be right back, 1 second. I'm back. Just got done eating dinner, so let's start this, shall we? Good old courtroom. We're fully checking the judge. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Fairy Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I am a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge for your client's sake, and I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to discern your readiness. Your readiness? I can't read that. Jesus Christ. Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaking, eyesight fading. This test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and constantly. State the name of the defendant on the case. It's Mia Fey, of course. That's the evidence if I say Mia Fey. The defendant, that's Mia Fey?
Wrong, White! Look, I have to leave. I have to go home, and I'm expecting a delivery.
Oh, come on, Chief. There's no need to be going so soon, is there?
Listen, White. The defendant is the one on trial. Your client. I mean, that's about as basic you could get.
I can't put my foot in this time. I got to relax. Sorry, I couldn't hear your answer. I'll ask once more. Say the name of the defendant of the case. It's me! Okay, no. It's... Sorry. The defendant, well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me what's the victim's name. Phew! I know this one. Glad I read the case report all cover to cover so many times. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. No way, I forgot! I'm drawing to a break here.
Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You didn't even know your victim's name.
Oh, the victim? Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily.
I think I might feel migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is enlisted in the court records. Press the tab to check it every time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you.
Mr. Wright, who is the victim of this case? Cinderblock, Mia. It's Mia! Of course, Mia Fey. Mia Fey?
What? How can I be the victim?
Oh, right, sorry. It was just the first name that popped in my head and...
The court record, right? Remember to use it when you're in the pinch with the tab. Tab.
Let me ask this once again. Mr. Wright, who is the victim of the case? Well, it's Cindy Stone. The victim. Cinderblock. Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now, tell me what's the cause of death. She died because she was poisoned, hit with a falling object, or strangled. Time of death, 7 minutes before being cause of death, loss of blood due to blunt trauma. So blunt object and hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you care to explain to the court just what this blunt object was? The other weapon was this statue, the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts this into evidence. Statue shaped of the Thinker. It's rather heavy. Statue added to the court record.
Point! Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition in the court.
Use tab to check the court record frequently. I'm just gonna give everyone my with no voice. Mr. Payne, you may call your first witness.
The prosecution likes to call the defendant Mr. Butts to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now?
Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. When you get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Hello, buddy.
Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently jumped you?
Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We're Romeo and Juliet, Casablanca and Mark Anthony. Did they all die? I wasn't dumped. She wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. What is it to you anyway?
Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She just had returned from overseas from one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them?
Lies. All of it lies. I don't believe a word of it.
Your Honor, the victim's passport.
According to this, she was in Paris until the day of the murder, before she died. Passport added to the court record.
Indeed. She appears to have returned to the day before the murder.
Dude, no way! The victim was a model, but did not have large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude!
We clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Now tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
Right? I don't think you wanted to answer this question.
Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions.
What should I?
I want to wait to see what happens. Maybe it's better not to get involved in this one.
Well, Mr. Butts.
Dude, no way! That cheating she-dog! I'm going to die. I'm just gonna drop dead.
Yeah, And when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
Yeah, correct. I'm just gonna give everyone my original voice then. Oh boy, this is not looking so good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not?
Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Give him an honest answer. I know. I'll send him a signal.
Tell the truth!
Yeah. I was there. I went. Damn it. Order. Well, Mr. Butts.
Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying?
The prosecution would like to call a witness who could prove Mr. Butts is lying.
Well, that's simplifies the matters. Who is your witness? A man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing from the scene of the crime. Oh my. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution will may call its first witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring him Mr. Frank Solid. What? Frank Solid? Saw what?
Please bring Mr. Frank Solid to the stand. Oh boy. Oh boy, look at you.
Mr. Solid, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is that correct?
Oh, yes, newspapers, yes.
Mr. Solid, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. First witness testimony of the day. Witness account.
I was going door to door, selling subscriptions, when I saw a man fleeing from the apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry, because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. And then I saw her, a woman, not moving, dead. I called fight and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. So I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. And I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m.
Wait, when did the murder happen? Wait, when did the murder happen? Oh, I just found something. How I present things.
The man was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there.
Larry, why didn't you tell me the truth? I couldn't defend you against the testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the victims in the apartment? Why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment not working?
Your Honor, the time of the murder was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during blackouts?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The defendant Frank Solid had used one of those. Your Honor, I have a cord for the blackout for your personal. Okay.
I'll give you that. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination? Your Honor?
Alright, Wright. This is the real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony and the witness just gave.
Lies? What? He is lying?
Your client's innocent, right? Then the witness must have been lying in this testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
How do I prove that he's not?
You hold the key, it's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find the contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
Okay. Open the court record using tab. I know, Mia. Start with your tab. Thingy. Alright. Witness's account. I know what the frick I'm doing now. I know your lies, Glitch. I know your lies, Glitch. I know your lies. I know it. Liar, liar, freaking liar. I found it. Get wrecked. You found the body at 1 p.m. Are you sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find it hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time at I can't read words. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find it hard to believe. Mr. Solid? Why were you so certain you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's really a good question.
Good job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out the contradictions. Lies, lies back, more lies. You see through one and the whole story falls apart.
Do you care to give your testimony again? Okay, I might leave this video here. I don't want to make like hour-long videos on stuff like this, so please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more of me play more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. This is your boy Master Hawk. Sign off. See you guys.